Welcome to part 33 of the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword playthrough. Yes, this is a hot room. This is a room we couldn't travel in before because we caught on fire.
Oh, that room is so hot.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hot.
I don't know because if I assume theoretically if you had enough heart containers to last through the wait a
on the Switch.
Some low budget people, that's what. What was I about to say? I'd assume theoretically if you had enough heart containers and you didn't if you weren't up to the story beat yet, maybe you could survive long enough to just get to the entrance of this place here, but that would be it. Probably. It's kind of like, because I know it's possible, I've done it in Ocarina of Time, it's possible to travel inside of Death Mountain when you're just wearing the regular tunic and stuff. But if you don't have the fire tunic and if you haven't hit the story beat where you get the fire tunic beforehand, you can last in there. Not very long though. Like the game gives you like an in-game timer saying, "Hey, you only have 10 seconds to live."
Yeah, I mean, even if something like Breath of the Wild, because you need either like an elixir or some kind of like fireproof like armor to go into like that Death Mountain area and stuff like that. But like there are strategies you can do to like try to last a little longer. You might die if you don't have enough health, but like it's possible.
Right, but I just say in the context of the linear games, because it guides you along a path, but I guess you are free to do stuff if you want to. You're just not gonna get anywhere. As opposed to Breath of the Wild, where the point is not getting anywhere and just having fun.
True.
Yeah, that's why I gotta we're only one game in, but we're about to get Tears of the Kingdom in a couple days from the time of this upload. Still weeks at the time of this recording. Besides the point.
Yeah.
If this is what's probably going to be the standard for Zelda games for the next, I don't know, foreseeable future. Let's just see that. Like, some people aren't necessarily open world fans, and they might not like just how non-linear the game is. They might actually like the linear structure. Because I can imagine some of the fan base back in 2017 when the Zelda games switched genres that they weren't exactly keen on the idea. That's kind of why the Divine Beasts are the anything closest that you'd get to a traditional Zelda dungeon.
Yeah, I saw a video that was kind of talking about that the other day. That was how this is especially some the old Zelda fans that really like the old Zelda games and how they do the dungeons and stuff like that. Probably wouldn't really like Breath of the Wild because they something they literally say is Breath of the Wild is a good game but not a good Zelda game.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Maybe in terms of what's been established, sure. Maybe I don't know, because it's a good game, just not a good game. Yeah,
because Breath of the Wild does stuff very differently from what Zelda games have done in the past and stuff like that. And seeing how successful Breath of the Wild does, they're probably going to do similar stuff in the future, whether it's Tears of the Kingdom or even stuff afterwards. It's we don't really know how they're gonna feel about that.
Yeah, so I guess this is a thing where we just have to see, and it's because generally game development takes lack of a better phrase, fucking forever. So we're not going to get a abundance of titles for the next 10 years, just like we got in the 2000s. Because in 2000s, not even just Zelda, Sonic got a fuck ton of games during the 2000s.
Oh, gosh, don't remind me.
Yeah, so Sonic went pretty hard during those times, and some of them were actually kind of okay.
Sonic 06.
Yeah, some of them were actually okay. Yeah, but like, game development is not what it used to be 20 years ago. Like 20 years ago, you could pump out so many freaking games that it was just nobody's business. But nowadays, like especially like the AAA market, like holy crap, that takes forever to get. Like,
making games are fucking hard.
yeah, and that's not to say that like I don't want to be like that guy that says, well, if I were developing it, if you were developing it, dude, you'd be in fucking hell in crunch time, freaking. I don't want to say sexually assaulted, but sometimes that happens.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Freaking Blizzard, yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah. So it happens. It's not the greatest industry in the world, far from it. But they know a lot of things that we don't. So that's kind of the thing. Sometimes it's for the better, sometimes it's not. Because sometimes the fans know better than the developers. That happens. Especially when it's a developer that just got put onto a franchise like it was nobody's business. There's a freaking interview of the developers of Dead Rising 4. The developers of Dead Rising 4 are a completely different team than the previous 3 games. So in Dead Rising,
That's rough.
yeah. So the developers were claiming like they knew Dead Rising like the back of their hands. They knew exactly what made up the DNA and structure of a good Dead Rising game. And then it turned out to be the worst Dead Rising game out of all of them. Yeah, because it totally misunderstood the approach of Dead Rising. Even though in interviews they claimed, we're going back to our roots. See, we brought back Frank West. He hasn't been there since the Dead Rising 2 spin-off that...
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what that is. It's like a sub-sequel or what?
I guess it's kind of something like a. I guess it's more of a what-if situation.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes place in the same place with the same bosses. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
so I guess you could say it's more of an alternate timeline.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. I always wondered what the story behind that one was, because there's Dead Rising 2, then there's Dead Rising 2 off the record.
I haven't played off the record, so
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay. But, yeah, no. Dead Rising 4, it might be a good game in its own right, I don't know, but as a Dead Rising game, it's not... Ah!
Oh, he did. And he's back on his feet, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. 'Cause that's how
That's
that
how
works.
physics works.
Kick his ass.
I'm trying. There we go. Whee!
Okay, you
Okay,
beat
now
him.
now for him to teleport back up here. Face down.
It's his turn to respawn like a
Yeah.
protagonist.
In video games, enemies have the same benefits as the main character.
I know, right? That'd be not good.
Terrible.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
Yeah, no.
Everybody has plot armor.
That'd be nightmare
I know,
mode.
no,
on any
freaking-
game.
Freaking. It's like the bosses like
Oh,
the bosses to the video game protagonist be like, I saw you freaking heal 20 times and you expect me to deal with that, and you get upset when I heal once. Come on.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this part is dumb. So what we just saw there was the entrance to the 6th dungeon, but we can't get inside because it's blocked off by a big wall of flames. And the only way we can turn off the flames is by putting water on the frog statue's tongue. That's how we got past the other frog statues. But see, the thing is, this frog statue is big, so it needs big water. So what do you have to do? It doesn't tell you what to do. So this is the only time where the game doesn't hold your hand, and you expect, like, it asks like, maybe there's something like a cauldron or something that we could use to, like, maybe carry big water in. So yeah, you have to actually go back, exit the biome, come back to the forest biome, and actually get the cauldron that was used to heal the water dragon from earlier in the game. The game does not hint about this at all. It really only hints, oh, maybe there's a big vat of water somewhere around here, you know, back in the lava biome. No, you'd be wrong, and you have to go all the way back here. And the bullshit's still not over, because we meet this robotic asshole again. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I see.
Yeah, this guy from earlier, he helped carry the propeller for that one puzzle.
It's a robot in a Zelda game.
I know. Electricity in a Zelda game. This is a
Remember, I was gonna say
yeah, prequel Ocarina of Time. But whatever. So we have to have the robot carry the vat for us. And so, okay, that's all fine and dandy. Like, that mission accomplished, right? Right? There doesn't seem to be a catch anywhere. No, I don't know. Just wait. Just wait for the couple more texts of dialogue. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah. You can leave now, Link.
Let's get the fuck out of here. And out we go.
Off we go. I could have just cut back to the volcano, but I guess I didn't for whatever reason, so whatever.
So we gotta sit through this?
This is the end of my play session. That's why. See, I hit save and exit, and I said yes. So,
the next day.
Because I knew during this freaking recording session that I did not want to sit through that. So I wanted to wait for when my brain was fresh and I could do it over again. And why am I here?
Yeah, why are you there?
Oh, that's right. Because I had to get rid of all my heart potions so I could fit the bottled water and put it on the section. So I'm back here getting more heart potion. Yay! Look at me. I did not have to show this off.
Wow.
Wow, what a complete waste of our time.
That should be the subtitle underneath Skyward Sword. Waste of our time.
The Legend of Zelda. Wow, what a complete waste of our time.
Yeah. I know I kind of said this in a earlier part, but like I don't necessarily want to like split any Zelda game into two separate categories, like by dungeons and by just overall experience. I don't exactly want to do that, but this game is a case where like I do not give a shit about any of the in-between stuff. I only care about the dungeons because the dungeons are legitimately good in this game. But so I would I don't know, what do you guys think if like Zelda games or like or at least the 5 3D Zelda games before Breath of the Wild had like an option to like do like a dungeon speed run or a marathon or whatever.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Well, while you hold that thought, here's the bullshit part. So, do you guys like escort missions?
Oh fuck!
God.
Not really.
Yeah, no, this is garbage. So,
Oh guys, it's MGS3 all over again.
that escort mission isn't even that bad. It's only like the end of the game, but here, no, freaking. No, this is the very starting point of Elden Volcano, where you first came here. And you have to make it all the way to the top of the volcano. Like the tippy top, beyond Dungeon 2's location. So you have to escort the robot and make sure he doesn't get hit enough times. Otherwise, you'll have to start the whole thing over again. I think there are checkpoints at every loading zone, but like,
Yeah, I kind of figured you would do this.
Speed.
yeah. So,
Oh my god.
yeah. So I did not want to make you guys sit through this bullshit. This is garbage.
That's pretty fair.
You're going through the exact same level design that you did previously. There's nothing interesting to show here. See? There's Dungeon 2. Bye, Dungeon 2.
Sonic Frontiers DLC looks different than I remember.
Wow, was it always this long?
Yeah, no. I mean, yes. I mean,
I mean, look, this is the entire Escort mission sped up, and I thought to myself, wow, has it always been this annoying?
it's pretty annoying.
Wow.
It is terrible. But hey, we protect.
Imagine fucking missed the water when he dropped it over the net.
You know what?
boy.
At that point, just choose death. Zelda can go fuck herself.
We have to go back, but no, it's the beginning of the timeline. That means no other games would exist.
Yeah? Well, that sounds like a you problem to me.
The entire.
The only importance this game has.
If that actually happened, that would mean Link would talk for the first time and says, "Fuck this."
I know, right?
Well, excuse me, princess.
I don't want to do that. Bullshit. It sounds annoying. And what if I don't?
Like my voice.
What if I
Oh
don't?
boy, the actual dungeon begins.
I know, right? What if I don't
Oh,
want the
only took
series?
32 parts.
Oh yeah, River. Hey, this is Dungeon 1.
Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, this is definitely the longest dungeon in the game. So, prepare yourselves.
Well, take a seat and grab some popcorn.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while.
It's still good. It's pretty big by the standards of all the other dungeons. All the other dungeons have been somewhat confined, more or less. Like they make it in a streamlined way that's enjoyable. I'm not expecting every dungeon to be streamlined, but this one's definitely bigger than the other ones. But the gimmick here is that like there are these pods with water droplets, and you make them into platforms that you can stand on to ride along the lava flows. But it can only be for a certain amount of time before the platform breaks.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand completely. Can you
Exactly.
repeat that?
Take care of these enemies along the way. They're annoying.
Understandable. Have a great day.
Ah, yes.
I mean, what you said? No, I'm kidding.
Huh?
What? No, I'm kidding.
I legitimately didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I was joking. I said, remind me what you said?
Oh,
It was a joke.
okay. Yeah, I know. I was like, did he just say a racial slur to my face?
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Here we go. Not funny.
Didn't laugh.
That's an old man.
He's just been down in this cave for centuries, just waiting for a passerby to come visit him again.
Any change?
Maybe. He's the old man from the first game, lore.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous to go alone. Take this. Take nothing, because I can give you nothing.
Yeah, no, these guys are a race called Magmas, and they live in the volcano biome, and they're basically their only motivation in life is greed, treasure, money. That's what they live for. And so that's what they're doing in this place. They're looking for big fancy treasure here in the dungeon.
So greed is what they live for.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so like I'm not gonna say it.
What are you gonna say?
Wait a second.
I almost did a racism.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the AAA industry. What?
Oh, you know what? That would have been much funnier.
Oh yes, exactly.
A businessman in America?
I too, indeed. Corporate structure. Yes, yes, exactly. I
too do corporate
You like
money.
I do love corporate profit and just sitting on the pile of money and not investing it into our actual business. No.
EA be like.
Oh, poor EA. I do indeed love microtransactions and loot boxes. Yes. I do love battle passes. Yes, those make the world better.
They make the world go round.
They see battle passes. They like the glory about them is that like it invigorates players to buy our games because they're so good. You see, Destiny did it so long ago. They're like the pioneers of the loot box industry, and that game sucked, but everyone likes the sequel. So that's why loot boxes are good.
Just because someone else did it doesn't mean you should.
No. What are you talking about? Like, it's cool that we.
Just... wait. Oh, someone left.
Oh, probably a phone call.
Okay.
No, what do you mean? No, it's cool that we just arbitrarily priced Tears of the Kingdom for $70 now. We're not trying to like follow a fad or anything set by PlayStation or anything. No. That's not what we're doing. No.
If the game is going to be $70, is it any good?
That's for you to decide.
Oh, that's for me to decide. Okay. Hey, let me ask you a question. Which company am I talking to again?
The developers of The Last of Us Remake, which is not actually a remake. It's just worse than the actual game.
Hey, every single AAA company ever. Why don't you do what From Software did and make a good game like Elden Ring? You know, take your time with it. Make a good game.
No, we want our game to win Game of the Year. That's why we don't take our time with it.
But wait a minute. But last year Elden Ring won Game of the Year.